see, that was the GCBDA middle school audition, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to play it if you are messing up on it. Also going to teach you all the scales and the chromatic. So first we're going to start with the piece. Let's see, the first three measures, the first one has a, I'm not entirely sure what it's called. I can't remember what it was called. It was called something weird. It goes eighth, eighth, quarter, 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 half note. So let's just try and play that. And that's a B natural. Remember that. That's a 1 and 2. Not open, 1 and 2. And then the next is A flat. Remember, it's A flat, 3 flats. A flat, G, and then A flat, G, F, E flat. Remember, it's E flat as well. So it would be. If I were you, I would add some crescendos and decrescendos, just so it sounds better. And then the next one is E natural, F, G, A flat. That's an A flat, remember that. If you go A natural, it's going to sound weird. See how that doesn't sound right? Also remember that C is natural and the D is natural. The only things flat here are E, B, and A, except for that one B that we had that was natural. And then the second part is really fast. Before we get to that part, I want you to try and play the first line with me. Whenever you get down to that C, don't go, because that sounds bad. You need to keep everything the same volume. Not same volume, but you know what I mean. And now the second line, we're now in 2/4. This one's a lot harder, but once you actually start reading it, it's not that hard. So first measure is E, E flat, G, B flat. Remember, it's 8th note and 16th notes, so you're going to want to play the second part fast. Same notes repeated, E flat, then E flat again, then G, then B flat, so don't go. It's not that. So let's try that. See, that's pretty easy. Just do. And if it helps you, you can hum it. That helped me whenever I first started playing it. Anyway, the second measure is a little bit harder. It's F, F, A flat. There's that A flat again. Then C. Like that. So you want to go E flat, G, B flat, F, F, A flat, C. Now try those two measures together. Remember, that is an A flat. See, that's pretty easy once you start playing it. And then the third measure is 8th note staccato, so it's. Remember, that's an A flat, and don't go to B flat, A flat, then G. It doesn't go to G. It goes to F and then D. So it'd be. Remember, keep that staccato. See, that part was pretty easy. And then the next measure is E flat, C, B natural, B flat, not B natural. So it'd be like that. C, not C. E flat, A, B natural. E flat, A, B flat. That's a B flat. Then the next measure has a B natural. A flat, B flat, A flat, G, A, E flat. I'd probably say the last measure, second to last measure would probably be the hardest. And it's not slurred. I slurred it then. See how easy it is to slur it? But then once you actually have to tongue it, it's really hard. Oops, there you go. Got stuck. See, I keep slurring it. You're not supposed to slur it, though. So what I'm going to try and do is not slur it. which is really hard, considering it's 16th notes. Remember, there's that A flat twice. After the B natural, there's an A flat, then after the B flat, there's an A flat. So you always want to remember that A flat. That A flat is the biggest thing here. If you play it A natural, it sounds bad. You don't want it to sound like that. And then even in the first line, there's still A flat. So now that we've learned almost the entire thing, I want you to try and play the first line entirely, rest for 4 counts, and then play the second measure. I know it's not in 4/4, I don't care. Oh no, second valve. Oh no. I just oiled you! Okay. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'll be right back. I need to go oil this. And I'm back. Just finished oiling it. So now we are going to try and play the entire thing again. Let's try this again. And there we go, that's the entire thing. Now if I were you, I'd keep practicing the second line, because the first line, other than a few weird fingerings, is pretty easy. The second line you have to work on. Now the scales, the scales are, I'd say, the easiest part of the entire thing. Personally, I was going to do the C 3 octaves, the F 3 octaves, the B flat 3 octaves, E flat 2, A flat 2, and D flat 1. But for purposes that some people are as good as me, I'm not saying that I'm the best, so please don't write in the comments you're just saying that I'm the best. I'm not, I'm just saying people aren't as advanced as I am. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do all of them 2 octave, try and do everything 2 octave, and then do the 3 octave, E flat and A flat 2, and D flat 1. D flat's hard, the low octave is hard. You have to go like, I don't know. First we're going to start with a C. So we go, if you guys use 1 and 3 for C, that's okay. I use the 4th valve, you don't have to do that. So you go C, D, E natural, make sure you get that E natural, F, G, A natural, instead of playing the A flat like we did in the piece, it's A natural, B natural, and then C. And then do that again in reverse order. Okay, so let's try and play it. See, I just made a mistake. I thought it was open, but it wasn't. So now that we have to do F2 octave anyway, so we're going to go ahead and do F2 octave. So we're going to play C again. That scale's pretty easy, I'd say. It probably would be on one of the harder ones. D flat's hard though, because it has like 5 flats. Alright, now let's go on to F, the F scale. Now let's play the first octave, which is F, G, A, B flat. Remember that B flat, it's not B natural anymore. C, D, E natural, that's still E natural, F. Alright, let's try and play that. Is it right now? And if you want to go to the upper octave, you can. I mean, I think you get points taken off if you don't, but still, it's okay. And now B flat. B flat's really easy. You should know how to do this. If you don't, then I'll still go through it with you. It's B flat, which is open. C, with this 1, 3, or 4. D, now you have the E flat, you put the E flat in. F, G, A natural, it's still A natural, and B flat. So now let's try and play it. If you're more advanced, like me, you'd want to play it 2 octaves. I cracked a few notes, but overall it was pretty good. That's it. Now E flat, if you are a euphonium player, or you have a trombone with a trigger, or you're a tuba with 4 valves, I would recommend playing the E flat scale 2 octaves. And how you do that is trigger, I can't remember what trombone it is, but I know it's trigger something. But for us, it's 4th valve and 1, 2. 4th valve and 1, 2, you're going to make this sound. I don't know why I couldn't play it just then. Oh, that's why I can't press it down. Alright, and let's say you do have 4 valves, or you have a trigger on a trombone, then you're going to want to go E flat, which is this, F, G, and then you have that A flat. You have that A flat now. B flat, C, D, E flat. Alright? And then if I were you, I'd go the 2nd octave up, F, G, A flat. Remember that A flat. If you mess up that A flat, it's not going to sound good. A flat, B flat, C, D, and then E flat. Remember that E flat. And then back down. So it's going to sound, if you play it 2 octaves, and it's going to sound like this. Make sure you don't make a bad sound at that low E flat. I know it sounds cool. When I first learned it, I was like, oh my gosh, it's awesome. But if you start playing it bad, I don't know what I just did then. It's not going to sound good. Now A flat. A flat would probably be one of the easy scales to play 2 octaves. And so I'm just going to play it 1 octave just for reasons because people aren't advanced. So we're just going to play 1 octave. This scale is hard. When I first learned it, it was hard. So you have A flat. Well, now you have to throw in that D flat. So A flat, B flat, C, and then D flat. Remember, that's 2 and 3. 2 and 3. E flat, F, G, and A flat. So it's going to sound like this. Remember, when you're going back down, you want to hit that A flat. Okay. If you mess up that A flat, it's not going to sound good. So now, if you're more advanced, we'll try the 2nd octave. What is that? AC? I don't have it memorized off the top of my head. I mean, I played it before, memorized, but that was hard. But I'll work on that. And then D flat. We can only do D flat 1 octave. I mean, I can try and do it 2 octaves. It just won't sound really good. But for reasons, advancement, we are going to play it 1 octave. So what you're gonna want to do is start on 2 and 3. 2 and 3. And it's gonna sound like this. And then E flat. F. G flat. Remember, that's a G flat. A flat. B flat. C. And D flat. Now, if you really want to try that super high octave, then let's try it. See, I was able to hit it that time. I don't know if I'll be able to do that every time. That it was once in 1,000. 1 in 10,000 probably. But yeah, if you want to go up and beyond, then I would play it 2 octaves, the high octave. The low octave, I would say, would be okay. It's hard though, because it goes from D flat, which is 1, 3, and 4, to E flat, which is 1, 2, and 4. So it goes. See, even I messed up, and your fingers, or my fingers, want to go to A flat instead, wants to go to A natural instead of A flat. So that's what messes me up the most. So if I were you, I would play it either the low octave, then the normal octave, or just play it the normal octave. So now for more advanced people, we're going to go ahead and go to the lower octave for the C and the B flat scale, just because those are easier to hit. So what you're going to want to do for C scale is 1, 2, 3, 4, all of them. You're going to come up with a sound like that. It sounds nasty, but once you actually start playing the scale, it sounds really cool. And then the next note is D, and no, it's not 1 and 2 like D normally would be. It is 2, 3, and 4. 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 1, no, not 1, 2. 2, 3, and 4 would be D. And then 2, 4, or 1, 2, 3, whichever one you're used to. Play that. That'd be the E natural. And then F. G. A. B flat. Oh wait, no. Not B flat, B natural. So 1, 2, 3. Or 2, 4. Whichever one comes first. Alright. And now we're going to try the F scale. The F scale, 3 octaves, would be this. I know it's hard to hit once you start playing it, but once you, if I were you, I would not breathe on the low G. I would not breathe there, because then you can't hit that low F. Alright, then the B flat scale, 2 octaves, I would say would 2 octaves would be easy. The low octave is open. You just want to let your face go like you're a horse. And then you're going to want to do 1, 2, 3, 4, as in C. But make sure your lip isn't down, because that's going to be a B natural. We don't want a B natural, we want a C. So C and B natural are the same fingerings, except, let's see if I can try and play it. See, those sound like the same, but they're really not. One is a B natural, one is a C. So you go. You hear the difference? You probably can't hear the difference, but it's a different note. But it's literally a half step, so it's not going to sound much different from the next note. Alright, then it's... That E flat is 1, 2, 4. It's the same E flat that we used in the E flat scale 2 octaves. So instead of going 1, 2, 3 or 2, 4, you want to go 1, 2, 4. There's nothing else other than one. No, there is. You can either go 1, 2, 4 or 1, 4. It's the same note. Just whichever one is easier for you. Alright. Then B flat. And then after the E flat would be like that. And then if you're more advanced, you go to the high octave. And then that's basically it, except for A flat. A flat. Alright, now we're going to go up to the higher octave. C, 3 octaves, would probably be the hardest scale. Not only is it the highest range, it is also it also has one of the hardest notes, which is that B natural, that high B natural. It's like 4 English lines above the staff, I think. Instead of playing a B flat open, you play it 1-2, and for me, it's really hard. I don't know though. For you, it may not. So C, 3 octaves would start on this note. I lost where I was. If I were you, I'd just do the first 2 octaves, not the 3rd octave. But if you're more advanced like me, you would want to go to that high octave. And now F scale, 3 octaves, which isn't hard, it's mediocre. B flat, let's try that one. So which, oh, I didn't even teach C. Okay, hold on, let's go back to C real quick. C scale, how you play the high octave if you are more advanced. Once you reach that high C, you want to go D, E natural, F, G, A, B natural, C. Now, see, that was hard to play. Not just for me, but for probably most people. So if I were you, I would just play the first 2 octaves. I'd just play the low octave and then the normal octave. But if you want to, you could say, whatever, I'm going to do all 3 octaves. F scale, we have that down. B flat scale, let's do the high octave. The high octave is this. So what you're going to do is, you get the B flat, and then we're going to go C, D, E flat, F, G, A, and then high B flat. Now those fingerings are, we got C, which is first valve, C, which is first valve, D, which is open, E flat, F, G, A natural, and then B flat, and then go back down. Nope. C, I didn't go over C fingerings. Okay, so we go C, and then once you get to that, you go D, E natural, F, G, A, B natural, C. The high C is like 5.5, I think, 5.5 ledger lines above the staff. So if I were you, I would not play it that high. But if you want to, you could. I'm playing it that high for my audition. But you do you. And then, I'm not going to teach D flat. I'll teach that in another video. And now we're going to go over to our chromatic scale. Our chromatic scale is 2 octaves? Yeah, our chromatic scale is automatically 2 octaves. Because it goes from that low F to that high F, which goes through 2 Fs, equaling 2 octaves. So, what we're going to want to do, come to you, is this note. I think I missed a note, I'm not sure though. Then that's how you play it. I can't remember. Hold on. I don't have it memorized. I mean, I do, just not well. Alright. So, if you're going to want to play, you're going to go F, F sharp, which is 1, 2. And then G, and then G sharp, which is A flat. A natural. A sharp, which is equal to a B flat. Don't confuse that with a B natural. A sharp is a B flat, so B, which is open. And then C, C sharp, D flat, not D flat, D, E flat. It's marked as a D sharp, but we all know what a D sharp is. It's an E flat. So E natural, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, which is an A flat, A sharp, which is another B flat, B, C, C sharp, D, B sharp, E natural, F. I went really low because I'm so used to that. But yeah, that's basically all your scales for. That's all your scales and your chromatic. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play all of them with the 2-note rest at the end. The wind is getting really bad outside. Anyway, I'm gonna play with the 2-note rest. I'm only gonna play it what it's shown. If you want to play it higher, then try and play it higher. But here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. One, two. One, two. Now chromatic. That is all the scales, including the chromatic for GCBDA. Now let's go back to the audition piece and try and play that again. Alright? Get ready. 3, 2, 1. I messed up. And there you go. If I were you, I'd play it about that speed. On Dante, I would probably play it about 75. Allegro, I'd probably want to play it about 110, 112, something within there. That's probably not Allegro, because I'm just saying what I usually play it at. But yeah, that's it for this GCBDA this year, 2021. Currently, it is... Ow. I just hit myself with my instrument. Currently, I don't think they're going to be able to have it so far this year. They're going to have to push it later to the school year. The audition's at the same time. But yeah, I hope this helps you out. And see y'all in my next video. Bye. Alright guys, well I'll see you later. Hope you guys enjoyed. And remember, you can ask me anything you need in the comments. If you need help with some piece of music or something, just ask me and I'll help you out, alright? See you guys later. Bye!